Hey guys, it's your boy, Kindred, no relation to the champion, and today we're taking a look at a possible hidden OP. I just kind of stumbled into this when playing a match with Hillian, who, if you don't know who Hillian is, he is the other poster on our channel. Great guy, lots of fun to play with. Any of you ever want to play some League with us, hit us up. I am Ascendant Kindred, he is Hillian Survivor, up here is the Heimer in the top lane. And I am playing the Teemo jungle here. I think, I was just screwing around, trying out different things in the jungle. I like to do lots of weird picks in the jungle, see what I can actually make work. So if you guys want to see more of these, let me know. I can actually make some pretty weird things work. But, to the gameplay, I am... fast forward. I'm not very familiar with the client here, but, there we go, we'll speed it up a little bit. So, I'm running 18-12-0 for my masteries. Stacking up on that, I think I was 18-12-0 this game. There's two different ways you can do this. You can do it as, you can take Warlords, or you can take Thunderlords. Either or is fine. I prefer the Warlords, I think, after having played it a few more times after this. Mostly you're just looking for that as much damage as possible. And for your runes, you're going to run all attack speed except for armor yellows. So you want 9 armor in your armor yellows and the rest just straight up attack speed. And that rune set will make anything that normally doesn't work in the jungle work, per se. I'm not saying go and play this in your ranked. It's mostly for normals, just having fun. But it'll make pretty much anybody work. Everybody has high enough base attack damage to make it work. So we're just going to pick up a sneaky kill on the Riven there. Riven pings out my flash. Your job kind of in the early game as jungle Teemo here is just to try and pick up some early kills. You're pretty good at invading because of your blind. And you can just kind of hang out and wait for the enemy in their jungle because you can turn invisible by standing still. I'm just going to farm up this lane here until Hillian gets back. Give him that farm. You're not a farm monster. You don't require too much to be good. The real power of the Teemo jungle is going to come from later with his mushrooms. Take that red there. And we're going to go for... Oh, and Riven's warded there. We're going to... Maybe... No, didn't get one there. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of farming and hitting up lanes. Find the lane that's going to be the easiest for you to gank. Just kind of hammer on it as much as possible. Get that person fed if you can. And we're going to make a cheeky play on the Riven there. Blinder, Poisoner, walk away. Smooth and clean. And we'll just do some... I noticed the blue is coming up here. So we drop a ward, make sure that nobody's coming for it. Just hang out here for a few seconds, wait and see if they come for their blue. They don't, so we decide to take it. It doesn't take you particularly long with that on-hit poison damage and the poison ticking. It doesn't take you long. Drop some mushrooms, got that level 6, put some mushrooms out just to annoy the jungler. Because every second of the game where the enemy jungler is not attacking your lanes, or that you know where they are because they're hitting mushrooms, is another few seconds that you have to gank. And I know everybody always complains that they're just getting hammered on, they're getting ganked too much. And as a jungler, it's really hard to keep up with sometimes when every lane is losing. And we let Hillian pick up a nice little kill there. When every lane is losing, it's too hard as a jungler. You cannot gank all the lanes for them and win every lane for them. It doesn't work. All you can do is your best. And we're going to pick up another kill for ourselves there. Getting that nice little 3-0. It's very important that you maintain control over the blue buffs. Red buff is really good too. It slows them down, keeps them taking that poison for longer. We ended up having to cancel on that blue buff. It's really important to kite that Rammus out. There we go. And the mechanics of that fight, I'm just going to go back a few seconds here. Go back again. Here we go. So if you watch this fight, this is a really good example of Teemo mechanics. And I'm not saying I'm a master or anything. So I blind him there, lets the Jin last a little bit longer, get a tiny bit more damage. We just kind of kite him out through that mushroom we dropped at our own feet. Hits a second one, gets slowed, knows he can't chase us, tries to run, big mistake. And we end up killing him there because we have ranged auto attacks. And extra on-hit damage from poison. Rammus is actually a really good matchup in the jungle because he's going to be building straight armor. If he has to build magic resist, then he's already lost the game. He's going to be useless to his team. So you're pretty safe fighting a Rammus most of the time. Be wary of his ult. It actually does a lot of damage. But if you can kite that out, keep him slowed, then no problem. You can beat a Rammus easy. Just going to be cheeky and wait in this bush here. Wait for that wave to push up. We're ahead, so we can afford to not be farming at that exact second. The whole team shows up. We get that kill. We get that turret. First turret down. First turret gold. Everybody on the team got that local gold. So we got a big fight going on here. Give it to the Jinx. Notice I didn't attack much that fight. I knew that Rammus wasn't going to get anybody. So we're fed enough at this point. We've got our 4 kills. So we'll give it to the Jinx, because Jinx is going to be really carrying this game. A late game Teemo doesn't carry. He's good at objective control and just annoying the crap out of everybody. So I didn't have a smite there. I used it in the last fight. But we secured that drag regardless, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I want to stop there for a second. That is just amazing. So watch this Jinx here. Oh, the prediction. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Props to that. Props to Holy Sockadone. Sure. I don't know what that means, but thumbs up to you, sir. That was an amazing rocket. So again, we're just back in the enemy jungle. We know that they're weak right now. We're ahead. Our counter jungling is really strong. We lay those mushrooms down for wards. As for the build, it's still a pretty standard Teemo build. You don't want to get your full jungle item until probably your 3rd or 4th item, and just pretty much build standard Teemo. Nothing special to it. I kind of like to get Rylai's first. It really helps with that kiting. It helps you in a lot of jungle matchups. But experiment as you please. If you find anything that works really well, let me know. I'm more than happy to adjust the build, do some testing, see what happens. So we're going to get that second bottom turret here. Laying out some mushrooms, getting their jungle nicely warded up and protected. Back, get some items. So at this point, they're bottom... Oh, is that another... No, that rocket doesn't go. Not a cheeky kill there, but I still salute your efforts. So I waited just 1 second there. I couldn't see Rammus on screen. I was thinking maybe while our team was fighting, he might try to steal a buff from me. He didn't, but it's always good just to wait that 1 second. Get some more vision control. And we're going to flash for that Riven. We're going to... Oh, now this is just stupidity on Riven's part. She's just feeding at this point. We're going to pick up the kill on that Rammus, because he can't escape the poison. Riven comes back in. Dies to the red buff poison. Boom. Easy peasy, easy jungle, easy life. When the laners come right to you to die. Now at this point our team just has so many resources ahead of the enemy that the inevitable is coming. The enemy team refuses to surrender. Good on them. Good on them. Still takes us quite a while to win. I admit there's a lot of points where I could have been helping a team fight and probably just pushed for win. But I was having a lot of fun with the meme, the myth, the legend, the Teemo jungle. So we continue to press on, slog through the game. We're going to pick up a kill there. Poor Hylian. I didn't get there in time. I don't think I was paying attention to the map enough. Very important as a jungler to keep your attention on the map at all times. All the time. You should be looking at your mini-map more than you're looking at your screen. Because you can still see if an enemy is coming up on you, they still appear on the mini-map. You tap that spacebar, and you'll be right back in the action. So keep your eyes on that mini-map. It will help you in so many games. So we got a fight breaking out here. We try to pick up that Ornn. We don't manage to get it, but the Jinx does, so still very, very good for the team. Get blinded, girl. They want us. They can't have us. You just keep kiting things out. The rest of the team is very high health. They don't need our blinds that badly. Wah wah. We got an unstoppable Jhin, an unstoppable Jinx, and a legendary Teemo. Or godlike, I'm not sure at this point. But that's pretty much GG for the enemy team. Like, we've got this game locked down at this point. It's over. But we keep going. Alright, we're gonna speed up, get back to the action here. So Jinx is, this is an example of a really good ADC. Jinx is kind of taking care of objectives for us while we're busy helping out other lanes. Gotta love it. We're gonna sit in this bush, we got the turrets, we got the mushrooms. We're gonna wreck them in their face. Let's go back, see if you want to see that fight. I'm trying to show you all of the fights just so you can see all of the minor mechanics for the Teemo. So we don't jump out immediately so they think they're safe. We wait for Hylian to hit that Zhonya's, and then we crush them. We appear out of nowhere, like the sword of Damocles crashing down upon their shoulders. Do some more counter jungling. Keep our resources secure. Get them mushroom wards out to protect our top laners while they push. That's really kind of your primary thing. Yeah, we couldn't do much to help her there. Lucian is getting pretty strong himself. Rammus doesn't realize we're there because we're invisible. We're gonna just drop a ward. We're gonna mushroom up that bush. Come on, Rammus. This Rammus clearly doesn't know how to handle a Teemo. He keeps running, trying to chase us down, runs into bushes, hits those shrooms, immediately turns around, wasting his time all the time. Tried to get that Riven. Can't hit every rocket, Jinx. So we're just going to refresh those mushrooms. Your main job as Teemo really is to kind of protect your team from ganks. That's what you should always be focusing on. You're not a great ganker. You might pick up kills off of ganks if you're playing right, but really you're just there to counter gank and stop the enemy from ganking in the first place. So it looks like we're in real trouble here, but we managed to kite them out. We get away. The myth, the legend, the Teemo jungle. Having mushrooms set up as a trail behind you pretty much everywhere you go is a must. I got lucky there, had my flash up, and Ahri stopped chasing. If Ahri continued to chase, it could have been trouble, but she was afraid of those mushrooms, as she well should be. So she broke off. Riven kept coming, but she hit that mushroom, got the slow, and we just walked away from her. And I like to put emphasis on Teemo's W for his move speed boost. It is much better than you think it is. Killing spree. So we're down to the nitty-gritty here. We're getting close to the end. we're just in those last few team fights of ending the game. I'm going to try and get some poke on that tower, but I am definitely afraid of the Ornn. I don't know him well that well at this point. We're only in 7.17. He's only been out for a patch. So I'm wary of what he can do. I know he can charge me, knock me up. Could be dangerous. We get the Mushroom Forest set up here. We're just abandoning Jhin to his fate. Don't try to save your teammates. I know you've got that blind. You really want to. It's what every Teemo player does. They try to jump in blind and get those clutch saves. It doesn't work. It never ends well. Rammus. So I was afraid of that Rammus for no reason there. Because, come on, Rammus, come get me. I had a minion wave between me and him. For some reason I forgot that... He dies to the forest. For some reason I forgot that he can't travel through minions, so I could have continued chasing down that Ornn. Rammus couldn't have stopped me. But it is what it is. We got the Rammus instead, gave it to the Jinx. Win-win. We're gonna back. We're low on mana, half health. We don't want to start a team fight with that, so we leave our mushrooms for our teammates. Set up that forest for safety. Make sure they're alright. We got Hylian the Heimer. We're just setting up turrets in the mushroom forest. Try and do team fights around that. Very smart if you can. We're gonna finish off that inhib. Get objectives while you can. Late game Teemo is not that good, so you want to get objectives ASAP. You're gonna help your teammates push out objectives as much as possible. You get a kill in lane, you push down that tower. Because as I said, you're really good at stopping ganks with your mushrooms, and you're blind. So the enemy jungler, even if they do come in, there's a good chance you'll win that fight. Especially in the mid game, when you hit that level 6 to 8 mark. We're just going to kind of kite them out here. Ahri with her charms, but Jhin paying attention. I was kind of fast forwarding through that fight again, so we're going to back up a little bit. See, the nice thing is it's good to build HP items on Teemo because of what happened exactly there. If you notice, the Jinx was just shredding them from just south of us. And that's going to be the game. Jinx was just shredding them from south of us, so we just kind of tanked it out for her so that she could finish off what was there without getting hit by the Ahri. That's the GG, boys. Teemo jungle, actually pretty strong. If you play him right. Don't take this into your ranked games. You're going to lose badly. People who are really paying attention are going to be able to counter this. You're going to get counter-jungled hard by any other good jungler. There's not much you can do about it if they're a good duelist. Just kind of try and get help from your team. Don't try and fight people out too much. You're going to want to just let them have the camp. Harass them while they take it, but don't get engaged on. You can get your farm elsewhere. You can get kills elsewhere. So don't worry about it too much. But yeah, all in all, pretty good. So that'll be the end of this video. Like and subscribe if you like this. If you want to see some more odd jungle picks for League, let me know. Next time, if it's something you guys start to like, I'll start actually recording the gameplay, even when it doesn't go well. This is just kind of an afterthought I had while I was playing with Hylian. I did really well here. Things went really well. So I decided to record it, put it up for you guys, see what you think. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I hope to hear from you guys soon. See ya!